Are bed bugs eating you alive? Are you in the crossfire of those bed bugs? Can you not sleep at night? Well, I've got the one product that you're going to want to have. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Craig here again, howtopest.com. And today we are talking bed bugs, specifically the product that you're going to want to have if you're dealing with those bed bugs. And I want to get right into this video, guys. But one of the best products that you can have, in my opinion, if you're dealing with bed bugs, is right here, Crossfire from MGK. Guys, when MGK's team got together and they thought about all the questions that are going on with bed bugs, why are they pyrethroid resistant? Why are they so hard to kill? Well, they came up with Crossfire. Now, I don't know if that's what they were thinking. I'm just assuming they are, but they came up with a fantastic product. And once again, that's Crossfire. What is Crossfire? Well, the Crossfire that I'm holding right here, guys, it's the aerosol version. This is a great just grab and go. And I'm going to tell you what this does. It kills bed bugs, obviously. But guys, this kills bed bugs in every stage. I'm talking the eggs, the nymphs, the adults, and pyrethroid resistant bed bugs. What does that mean to you guys out there that don't know what pyrethroid resistant bugs are? Pyrethroids are a synthetic version of a pyrethrin. And a pyrethrin is like a plant's all-natural defense to ward off the insects. So like a chrysanthemum. It's just they take the synthetic version of that, make it a little stronger. But what happens is when these chemicals are used over and over and over again, these bed bugs can build up a resistance, a tolerance to them. So when you're putting a product out, especially a non-professional product, you're just not going to get rid of those bed bugs and you're going to continue to be miserable. Well, that's where Crossfire comes into play. Now, Crossfire is also fantastic because it can be sprayed directly on the mattress. And where are the bed bugs? They're on the mattress. They're on the box springs, and then they branch out from there. Why are they on the mattress and the box spring? Because they have to have a blood meal. You are the blood meal. Fun facts about bed bugs, guys, real quick. They used to say bed bugs could live a couple months without a blood meal. Now they're showing a year or more. I've seen some studies that are showing 2 years without a blood meal. So how does that come into play? You just rented this apartment, you just rented this house or bought, and they've been sitting vacant for a while. It had bed bugs prior. They didn't disclose that or didn't know that. And now you move in and the meal just arrived. So be aware of that. Now, before doing any bed bug job, it is highly recommended to vacuum. Vacuum, vacuum, vacuum. And the reason being is you're going to suck up all those egg sacs that you can find around the tufts of the mattress, the seams, the top of the mattress, and so on. Now, here is a quick tip for you guys. Take your Crossfire Aerosol and treat your vacuum. Treat the inside of it. If it's a bagless, if it's a bag vacuum and you can get those areas where you can treat a little sections of the vacuum, I'd recommend it because you're sucking in these bed bugs. Now you want to kill them off, not transport them to your hall closet where you store your vacuum and they just branch off to other rooms. So make sure you do that. Once you've vacuumed, man, you can go to town. This can be put directly on the mattress. And you want to treat any surface with Crossfire until wet. You don't want runoff, you want damp, you want wet. Now, on the carpets, if you have to treat those, you want enough on there that that product soaks into the pad where those bed bugs may be hiding. So be aware of that. Now, if you're getting into treating large carpet areas, you're going to want the concentrate version of this because it'll go a lot further. But if you're doing specifically with one room or a couple rooms, a couple cans of this, and you need to go directly on mattresses, let's say it's a dorm room, those are notorious for bed bugs, dorm rooms. So if your daughter has moved in or son has moved into a dorm room and you want to pre-treat to cover their butt so they're not bringing that luggage home at Christmas time and giving you the bed bugs, Crossfire. Great, great product for that, guys. So let's get back into the mattress. You're going to want to take off the sheets. The sheets cannot be sprayed. So you want to take off any of the sheets, the bedding, and you want to bag those. Make sure you put them in a bag, tie it tight, and take it straight to get laundered. And it has to be laundered on the hottest cycle, dried on the hottest cycle. most places say once. I'd recommend doing it twice. I always tell all of our customers, wash and dry twice, hottest cycle, just to be safe. Why do you want to bring them back after you've done a treatment, wiped them out with Crossfire? You don't. Now that the sheets are removed, you can directly spray that mattress. So go ahead and spray that mattress, spray the sides, spray the tufts, flip it over. You got to get the underside of the mattress. And if you have a box spring, you need to treat that. Now, understand, guys, chemical treatments for bed bugs are tedious. They're not going to be one treatment. It's going to take 2, possibly 3 treatments. So you're going to have to do your due diligence. When I'm saying due diligence, you can't only treat what I just said. You got to take that headboard apart if you have one, that footboard, and you have to treat that. If you don't, they're going to hide in the cracks and the crevices, especially where they use screws to screw the bed frame together. You have to spray all that. If the support system that holds the mattress and the box springs comes off, even if it doesn't, you got to get the underside of that. You've got to get the legs of the bed. Anywhere that they can hide, you have to hit. And if you're not willing to do that, you better get over and call a good professional that will come over and he will do that. And that's why he charges you an arm and a leg, because he has to do that twice, maybe 3 times. He's usually going to take it apart, treat it, tell you to leave it apart. He's going to come back 7 to 10 days later. Now, why 7 to 10 days later? Because bed bugs hatch 7 to 10 days. The hotter it is, the faster it'll be on that lower number. So that's why they come back. They're trying to go ahead and treat again for anything that they may have missed. Now, that being said, let's go down to the floor. You got to get the baseboards. You got to put a layer of spray around that. If you have a throw rug, you got to go ahead and spray that. Now, let's get outside that bedroom. You got couches, you got things like that. Okay, this is where Crossfire cannot be directly applied to where somebody's sitting or laying, because on a mattress, it's covered with sheets. You get why that makes sense? The couch is generally not. The lazy boy is generally not. So you can treat the sides of that. You can flip the cushion, get the underside of that. In all reality, they're not sitting on the top of that anyways. They're hiding on the top of the mattresses and the sides because it has a sheet over it. And then you go lay down, they creepy crawly out, and they nibble on you, get a nice little blood meal, and they reproduce every 7 to 10 days. Guys, one female can lay up to 500 eggs in her lifespan. It's crazy fast. So if you don't get after it, your problem is going to get way out of control. Now let's talk about pets, those dogs, those cats. Can you treat their bedding? Of course you can. But once it's treated and dried and you're going to put the pets back on there or allow them to sleep on it again, you've got to launder it first. It's just like a couch or a sofa. They don't want your pet laying directly on the mattress. And no, all you people out there thinking, can I treat my pets with this? No, you cannot. They are a blood meal. The bed bugs are attracted to them, but you cannot treat them with this. If you need something for that, you're going to have to go over to your vet and see what they recommend, guys. This is labeled for the actual surfaces of things, not your actual pets. That being said, I'm going to stay on the pet train right now. If you have fish, if you have birds, you're going to want to remove them from the room. You are going to want to unplug that fish tank if you cannot remove it so that pump stops circulating, and you're going to want to cover that fish tank. Just to CYA, cover your beep. If you don't, you might have dead fishies. Now, this is not a surface spray, what's the word I'm looking for? A broadcast spray. You can't put this in a fogger. You can't just walk through the room and do this. Well, you can, but you're a moron if you do.
And don't be a moron.
So don't do that. It's not labeled for that, guys. It's going to go on that mattress, that box springs, all the components of the actual bed, frame, headboard, footboard, etc. Get those baseboards well. If it gets really bad, they will hide behind paintings on the wall. You want to see that in real time? Go watch one of my videos, worst bed bug job ever, and watch us do a treatment. It's actually a heat treatment, because that is a fantastic way of taking care of bed bugs. And if you have a large area, more than one bedroom, heat treatment is great. Fumigation, even better. But fumigation, you're out 3 days. You got to cover a lot of crap, take a lot of crap out of the house. Heat, you're back in the same day, but your house looks like it got ransacked, because when we come in, we have to move everything in the house, turn it upside down, so we make sure there's no cold pockets, and those heaters can do their jobs, and those giant fans that we have going all over the place are blowing that heat into all those areas, getting rid of all those cold pockets. So if you're willing to put up with that, then heat treatment is a great idea. But pesticide is a more cost-effective way to do it. You're going to be less than a quarter of the price that you're going to pay for fumigation or heat treatments, because those are thousands of dollars versus a couple $100 right here, depending on how many of these you need or if you need a concentrate. Now, I want to tell you a really cool thing about the Crossfire, and I do this myself. Treat your luggage. Before you go on a trip, treat the inside of your suitcase, treat the outside, every square inch of that suitcase, that backpack, that luggage. Let it dry. Once it's dry, you're perfectly safe to put your stuff back in you're taking and go on your trip. So when you go to that hotel room or wherever you're staying, you don't bring home bed bugs because you have treated luggage that's going to wipe them out before you get it back to your casa. Man, I lost my train of thought on this, guys, but for sure, treat that luggage. I have a can of this. Now I know it's easy for me because I can just go over to our warehouse and I can grab a can. But get yourself a couple cans of this. I know people that order this, businessmen, businesswomen that travel all the time, and they constantly order just like a couple cans of this from us, so it's always on hand and they can treat before they go. Got my train of thought back. Know what I wanted to tell you. When you go to a hotel room, I used to do this. I don't want to say I'm a moron. I just didn't know any better. I took my luggage when I got there, threw it directly on the bed, started unpacking. That is the worst place you can put your luggage because they are on the bed and you just gave them a nice home to jump into, and they'll take that free plane ride back to your house, guys, and eat you alive. So use the luggage rack. If they don't have one, you're going to have to put it on the bathroom floor, bathroom counter. Those are your best spots, unless you just want to put it on the bed because you don't have enough friends and you need to bring some more home with you. I don't know. To each his own, right? Crossfire, though, guys, fantastic product. How long does it kill? Crossfire will continue to kill all stages of bed bugs for up to 4 weeks. That's going to be basically a month, guys. But I almost forgot this. This is your reapplication, 7 to 10 days. I talked a little about it. You're going to do that whole treatment in the room. You're going to come back 7 to 10 days later. You're going to do the same thing. If you still do the lazy boys, if you have them, chairs, couches, whatever, do those again. Re-inspect. Another 7 to 10 days. If everything looks good, nobody's getting bit anymore, then you're probably good. Put your sheets back on your bed. If your mattress is so tattered with egg sacs, fecal matter, blood splatter from when you roll over in the night, you smash a bed bug and your blood that he has in him splats all over your mattress. It's freaking nasty, but that's what happens. Then you're going to have to toss your mattress. It is what it is. Get rid of your box springs. Sometimes they just can't be salvaged and they got to go in the garbage, okay? So if that's the case, get rid of it. Do yourself a favor. Get a new mattress. Be cognizant of what you bring into the house, guys, girls, gals, whatever. I just say guys a lot. Yard sales for furniture, kind of a bad thing. Unless you really know who you're buying from, you don't know what you're bringing home. Are you going to inspect that thoroughly for bed bugs at the yard sale? And even if you did, are you going to spot everything that may have been there? Just be aware of that, guys. If you're going to do yard sale shopping for furniture, for especially beds, mattresses, I just say no on that one. But that's it on Crossfire, guys. It is a fantastic product. There are outlets in bedrooms. You cannot put Crossfire or any liquid into an outlet. Bed bugs will hide in the outlets, so you may need to dust your outlets. I'd recommend it. Go over to howtopest.com, and when you're getting yourself this Crossfire, pick yourself up a little bottle of Delta Dust, Cymexa. It doesn't matter which one, and you can directly apply that into the outlet. If you want to see videos on how to apply dust, we already have them. Jump over there. It's not rocket science, but I'll walk you through the do's and the don'ts of applying dust. That's it, guys. Do your due diligence. Save yourself a grip of money and treat it yourself. But be honest with yourself. If you're not going to do that, you need a pro, and a good pro is going to charge you a good amount of money, and they do it because they do a good amount of work. That's it, guys. Craig here again, howtopest.com. Thank you for the thumbs up. All you subscribers out there, we really appreciate it. You keep the channel going, guys. That's it. Any questions, shoot them in the comment. I'm happy to answer them. You want a video done I haven't done, I'm happy to do that too. Let us know, guys. Have a great day.